Hi there, Malcolm here with my 25th video for Wyrmberg Games, and today I'm going to bring you an unboxing. Back in June 2020 there was a Kickstarter from Wizard Games, Sorcerer Endbringer. I backed it, having previously backed the base game Sorcerer, and now, nearly 4 years later, it's arrived! Which I'm rather pleased about. So let's get cracking. Alright, so with the main box, Sorcerer, looking very pretty. Got some glowing hands there, casting spells on what's going on. Deathlight Cat on one side. A chirpy chappy on that side. Lots of fun along the top. And a direction on the shelf to put it so you know what you got. And the back of the box, which shows you what you have in the box, which is always nice. At times you pick up a game, you go, oh, that looks interesting, turn it around and it doesn't say anything about what's in the box. Well, why? However, because it was a Kickstarter, it's not just the box, there's also a whole bunch of things. There we go, empty at last. Now where the hell did that one go? I'm still not tall enough. See it. There we go. Look at that. You can now see it behind me. Do I need another table? Because this is not working. Everything is falling straight back off again every time I put anything on it. It's pissing me off. Oh, fuck yours. The whole of you. Okay, so let's go through the box first. Yay! That's one way to empty the box. Okay, what we got in the box? So we have the rules, and the design all in keeping with the base game, and a nice picture showing where everything goes once you've unpacked it, which is really nice. So you've got a prologue for the story, an overview of how the game works, and unlike with the original Sorcerer, it's a PvP, either 1-to-1 or 4 people battling it out against their 2 neighbours. In this one you have 1 to 3 players teaming up to fight against a common threat. So this is a more cooperative version of the game, while at the same time adding more characters and lineages and domains to the base set for more variety if you want to play it in the competitive version as well. And similarly, all the cards in the original game can be used in this expansion. And the Endbringer who you fight against is the Nemesis, so the Nemesis gets a deck, and they can also bring forward cards from an archetype deck as well. So you've got a page for new game terms and how the Endbringer works, and a breakdown of the Nemesis that you can fight. Ooh, tentacle counters, rage counters, shadow fiend counters, as well as their difficulty. So it looks like you're Erlich Khan with low complexity, Wyrmberg medium complexity, and Ereshkigal of high complexity, and Hypnos, the highest complexity. Ooh, trauma cards. It also breaks down the archetypes as well. So you've got the Death Dealer of low complexity, the Hellraiser, same, the Demiurge of medium complexity, the Plague Bringer, which is high, and at the back there are even some scenarios to work through as well, of low to medium complexity. So it looks like you've got 4 scenarios to play with as well as the base game itself. And right at the back there is a QR code for the Sorcerer theme song if you want that playing in the background. So that's a nice touch. We try it. Where's my phone? QR code app. Tiddly palm. Scan. Of course I want to scan. What was the point of doing it otherwise? Open in browser. Why would I want to copy it? I want to open it. And it's, oh, you got to listen to it on Spotify. I don't have Spotify, so that's a waste of time. Never mind. But if you have Spotify, you got music you can listen to as well. I'm not downloading another app on my phone just for that. So nicely to put together. I haven't really read it yet, obviously, but nice and glossy. And so what else we got in here? We've got a blister pack. And these feature oversized Nemesis cards. They're double-sided. Although both sides do look to be exactly the same. So these are your various Endbringers you'll be fighting against. And then the nice oversized sized card. We've got a punch board of card dividers. So you can split your Nemesis, your archetypes, and scenario / other monoliths. So that sounds interesting. And again, double-sided, nicely done. And you get your standees for your Nemesis. And they're pretty big. So that's what they stand in. That's a nice sized pizza we've put one on. Let's pop them out. I get 2 standees each, things. So there you go, they're pretty big standees. And who's that? And that's a Wyrmberg. Very nice. You've got some double-sided counters, depending which way you look at it, depends what they are. And another punch board full of counters. Again, a double-sided, different thing on each side. And 7 hexagonal things. I think they're gateways or something from what I glimpsed of in the rules. We have a nice little cloth bag for reasons. A Sealy bag for all our counters. Just one, but that's nice. A gorgeous health counter, presumably keeping track of the health of your Nemesis, your Endbringer. So, nice and shiny. It's quite stiff, but I'm sure it'll loosen up with the usage. 4 packs of cards. Trying to open these. How many pieces are going to come off in? Yes. So it looks like 2 of the packs are of the Nemesis deck cards. There's a little symbol in the bottom right hand corner to know which Nemesis they belong to. You just need to learn the symbology, which is listed in the rules and under the Nemesis decks. So there's 2 packs of that. And then there's the deck cards for the archetypes. There's a pack of those. And in the other pack, with a split of the various other cards, namely a whole stack of these monolith cards. That's what they're called, aren't they? And they're all quite different. Looks like they get shuffled up and dealt out somehow. But they look quite cool. And then a whole bunch of rat cards for the Playbringer archetype. And that's it. And there's the insert of the box. There's a divider sponge if you need to bulk out your space or whatever. There's a space at the bottom of this for the counter. The components can go in there. Although, you know, you've only got one baggie. And your gateways go in that. So that all looks nice. It's not 2 packs of Nemesis cards. I've just opened the second pack. It looks like the first pack was Evishkukel and Erlich Khan's Nemesis decks, and they don't have any other cards in it. But then we have Hypnos's deck, which also comes with some beautiful Rift cards and some Trauma cards, and then Wyrmberg's Nemesis deck. Pays to look at stuff. As previously mentioned, there was a Kickstarter. I bought a whole pile of things. So what were they? Well, the largest of which was the Coastal Battlefield boards, which comes with 3 wonderful alternative locations to battle on. It's purely aesthetical, so you've got a nice lighthouse and its defeated side, a nice stormy coast, how shiny that is, and its defeated side with a shipwreck, and a coastal town and its defeated side. So there's the 4 arenas in the original game, and I think there was an add-on of extra locations which I didn't bother get because I wouldn't be able to fit them in the box, but I couldn't resist these beauties. And at the top I got some red cubes to do the score marking, which I don't really understand the need for because you can't play this game without the base game because of the dice and various other components, including these bits, you know, player boards and all that. So anyway, extra in case you lose them or accidentally eat them if you're particularly hungry. Bit unnecessary, but like I say, I couldn't resist. And then I've also got some extra packs. So I got Nicodemus. So there's his little punch board for his standee. some tokens, mini rules card, and his character cards. Merlin. Well, certainly not a Merlin I recognise. I doubt this guy ever says Snick Snack Snorm. Very cool. No counters for this guy. This is rules. He looks to be some sort of fun guy. A real joke at parties. That's Merlin. Who's next? Sigismund, who I believe is a vampire type character and was very much the face of the Kickstarter campaign. So there he is posing with these goblets full of blood. So lots of blood and vampires and bloody vampires. And bloody vampires! We have Tatsu, who looks a bit kick-ass. Channeling the Xena there, isn't she? I'm not going to do the noise. Daughter of the Dragon. Very nice. And her weapons are dragon scales, apparently. And Seth, who's a very lazy gun drawer. So there he is. Why draw when you can just point your finger and go bang and the gun does it for you? Kind of cheating, really. So a few more characters. Very nice. I have 2 lineage packs. So I have Sword of Gabriel. That comes with counters. And the rules thing. It's all very angelic. With a big sword. Trouble is, I just want to say, I gave it away. If you know the reference, comment below. And the House of Petro. Kind of voodoo-esque. And looks to be along the voodoo theme. And finally I have 4 domain packs of the Bewitched Woodland. And it's very much of the woodland spirit type things. You've got unicorns and nymphs and things. The Forsaken Church, which kind of follows on from Seth's Western outlook. It's very much sort of a Western zombie type deck. The Forlorn Opera House. Been disappointed there's not a Phantom of the Opera reference in this. Not quite sure on the theme on this one, but pretty freaky. And the Blood Cursed Ship. Pirates is an arg. Davy Jones Locker. Start off with Homicidal Fiend. There we go. Lovely. Plaguebringer. Mad Bloodsinger. It's all very nautical and quite wet. And on top of all of that, I have 5 packs of Sorcerer card sleeves to protect all these lovely cards. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I have done an unboxing video for the base game Sorcerer. I'll leave a link to that below, in which I do explain a bit more about how the game is played. But in essence, this is a card game with some boards to help manage your turns and stuff, where each player chooses 3 decks, a character deck, a lineage deck, and a domain deck. Who, what, and where. And you shuffle them all together, and that makes up your grimoire, which is your deck, from which you draw your cards, and during your turn you can play them, and you're basically competing to defeat a location before the other player. If you're familiar with Smash Up, it's a bit like that, except you're smashing 3 decks together rather than 2, and the theme is really dark, really, really dark. If you like your themes dark and macabre, sort of very gothic, horror, maybe a bit grim and gruesome, then this might be the game for you. So there we go, I hope you enjoyed that. If you like your games to be grim and really, really thematically dark, you might want to consider this one. Although you do need Sorcerer, the base game, in order to play this, because it comes with things like player boards, all the special dice, and the characters, domains and lineages with which to play. If you haven't got the Kickstarters, all those packs I just opened didn't come in the box. You do need those decks with which to play, which come from the base game, or you can add the Kickstarter stuff. I'm really pleased with this. I think I'm more excited about the more variety of characters, domains and lineages with which I can mix in with the base game for a more varied play. Although I can see me using the Endbringer aspect in a 1-player situation on a regular basis, as I will personally try to beat the game. And maybe if later on the Wise Wizards decide to release some miniature versions of all the standees they've done for the Sorcerers and the Endbringers, I might compulsively have to get those as well. As far as I'm aware, no, there's no plans of that yet, but here's hoping. Although standees were just as well, really. Hope you enjoyed that unboxing. This is the first board games video I've done in a couple of years. I think it was the Expo 2022 haul was my last one. But if you'd like to see more, whether it's an unboxing of anything behind me, or a playthrough of something, or a general review, then comments below. Have you played Sorcerer? Would Endbringer add anything to your gaming experience of it? Tell me your thoughts. But as usual, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you, and until next time, see you later.